Spider-Mancini. As you can see, I am at Havant rail station and train hasn't arrived yet, but I'm on my way to my last ever festival pass holder Frightfest. So let's see what this weekend has in store. Right, let's go and get the Frightfest ticket then. Wait a minute, what is this? Where's Frightfest? What have they done with it? They've only gone and bloody moved over here, haven't they?
Welcome to the 25th anniversary of Frightfest! Unbelievable! We made it all this time. I don't look a day over 26, of course. But no, listen, how wonderful it is you're all here. Thank you for your support through all these years. We're in the Odeon, where we've always wanted to end up. This is one of my absolute favourite cinemas. When I arrived in London in 1969, yes, back then, this was the very first cinema I came to. And I saw a film there which probably nobody remembers anymore called The Virgin Soldiers. And I actually think that the four of us were like that when we actually started at Frightfest in 2000. We had no idea where we were going, and we've ended up here, and it's a lot to do with you. Thank you so much, as I said, for your support throughout these years. We really do appreciate it. We've got a great programme for you, and we know you're going to love everything. And get a load of these seats. Come on, guys. How great is this? Okay.
I made like
This is the first scene of the movie. Yeah. With Sean Astin, who's also in this film. Pay attention to the Goonies deep cuts. There's a lot of nods in this film.
And how did you connect with the director? Was he casting you and stuff? Did you go through a big casting process?
Yeah, it was quite a long casting process. It was an open call originally to find a French-American young actress in Paris. And it was actually my first feature film, so I applied, got through a bunch of rounds, and then, yeah, I was lucky enough to join the team.
It is a brilliant book, if you've read Alan's reviews over the years, and there are many years, Alan. It does indeed track the whole history of the genre. I mean, actually, one of the things, quite seriously, as a writer, many of us would read the stuff that Alan would write and go, wow, he put that in print. Because temperance was never your forte.
Really, honestly, how I got away with saying a lot of that stuff. There are some reviews there that make my brain freeze now, I have to tell you, because in this day and age, I would have been excommunicated and struck off, wouldn't I? But back
So, do you want to introduce yourselves, guys?
Hello there, I'm Steve Borum, and I'm playing Blind Brian.
Hi there, I'm Mark Monero, and I'm playing Rat Boy.
Good evening, or good night, everyone. I'm David Alexander, and I'm playing Kylie.
I am Jo Johnson, I'm playing Trish.
I'm Barbara Smith, and I'm playing Daisy.
I feel like your drink might need to introduce itself as well. It's massive. Evening Law, I'm Emma Stannard and I play Christine. Hang on. It's not like, you know. Quite important.
I'd like to make an entrance. So I'm Dean Kilby, I'm playing Alan.
I've got some of the things in my bag upstairs if you want to
I swear a lot. I'm not very appropriate. I'm a villain. If you want to cancel me, it's fine. If you said, did he do something appropriate? The answer is yes, and I'll do it again. I'm a baddie.
Yeah, you know.
What can we say? Thank you so much for supporting us through this particular weekend and over the last 25 years. We hope you've had a fantastic time. I don't know about you, but I think this place, the Odeon, Leicester Square, has made this something even more special than we ever expected it to. So thank you so much for coming.
There you go, there were some highlights from Frightfest 2024. What I'm going to do now is recommend to you some films that I saw while I was at Frightfest. I saw over 25 movies, obviously I can't tell you about all of them, but these are the 5 that I kind of enjoyed the most. We'll start off with The Substance, which opens, I believe, on the 20th of September. They previewed it at the Odeon Screen Unseen recently. This stars Demi Moore as Elizabeth Sparkle. She's kind of an ageing starlet who's been through the Hollywood mill. She's had some fantastic films, some fantastic premieres and stuff like that. And she's kind of petering out her life as a keep fit guru, kind of similar in the way that Jane Fonda did in a way. However, her career in that line is cut short. People are saying that she's too old to be doing this kind of thing anymore and they want some younger blood in. She's offered something called The Substance, and The Substance will... I don't really want to give too much away, but it gives her an opportunity to have a younger version of herself out there, which can carry on in her career. However, there are rules that come with this substance. It's really difficult to tell you about this movie without actually giving too much away, but I just think you should go in and experience it for yourself, if I'm perfectly honest. I think you should just go in and see this movie. The other actress in the movie is Margaret Qualley, I think her name is. The movie is directed by Coralie Farget. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. And it's a fantastic film. It looks beautiful. Some fantastic shots in it. There's a moment at the beginning where there's an incident, and the angles and everything is just so amazingly done. I thought Demi Moore gave a fantastic performance in this movie, as did Margaret Qualley. Dennis Quaid is also in the movie, and he chews the scenery quite a bit. But yeah, it's a very David Cronenberg-y kind of movie. The only thing I will say about the film is that I thought that for my money there was an obvious end point, and it kind of went maybe 5-10 minutes beyond that, which got a little bit silly. However, go and see The Substance. The Substance is at cinemas, I believe, from September 20th. Like I said, I think they did it on a Screen Unseen just recently for the Odeon. And let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know whether you enjoyed that film. My next choice is St. Clair. This stars Bella Thorne as the titular Claire. Also stars Ryan Philippe as a police officer, and Rebecca De Mornay as well. We haven't seen her for a long time, have we? It's directed by Mitzi Perrione, and the story is Claire is this girl who lives in a village, and she's driven by voices to destroy or attack people who she believes has wronged her or wronged the people in the village. So it's kind of a voice-driven revenge thriller, if you like. I thought it was very well done. I thought fantastic performances once again. It kind of kept me intrigued, kept me attached to the story. There was a couple of surprises that I didn't see coming, and overall a very enjoyable film. So that is St. Clair. My next three choices are pretty much interchangeable. Any one of them could have been my #1 movie. They're all that good. We'll start in this case with Strange Darling. It stars Willa Fitzgerald, Kyle Gallner. It's pretty much a two-piecer between these two characters, but there also are appearances by Barbara Hershey, who we again haven't seen for a very long time in film, and Ed Begley Jr. They're playing a couple of aged hippies. It's directed by J.T. Molnar. The film kind of took me by surprise. It's kind of a Pulp Fiction type film. When you watch this movie, you open with this action scene of this girl in peril, and then the movie presents itself. It tells you right from the off, this is a movie in 6 chapters. And you immediately jump to, I think it's chapter 5, so you're seeing chapter 5 first, then it'll hop back in time to chapter 2, then it'll go back to chapter 4. So all the chapters are mixed up. But throughout that, it's kind of great storytelling in that you kind of know what you're going to get, but it twists the surprises along the way. Fantastic performances, as I say, from Kyle Gallner and Willa Fitzgerald. They really do hold the piece together. It really had you on the edge of your seat. And this is a great movie. I think this is going to be coming out to UK cinemas around the end of September, maybe beginning of October. So this is one to keep an eye out for. But Strange Darling, that is. And that was my third place choice. But as I say, they can be interchangeable with any of the next 2 films that I'm speaking about. My next recommendation is a movie called The Last Voyage of the Demeter. It tells the story of when the ship that Dracula is loaded onto from Transylvania on his journey to London. So it's what happens on that journey from Transylvania to London. I found it to be a very tense film, very atmospheric, fantastic performances from Corey Hawkins. He's playing a character called Clemens. He's kind of a doctor who's brought on board the ship and kind of has to resolve what's going on with all these people that are being taken down overnight. There's also a character, I've forgotten her name, Ashleen Francois, I believe, plays her, and she's kind of a young girl that is brought on board in one of these Earth things, and she's Dracula's kind of blood bank, if you know what I mean. She's there for him to feed off of when he needs to. Yeah, as I say, very atmospheric, fantastic movie, looks beautifully shot. It's been delayed. It came out in America over 2 years ago, and I don't know why it hasn't opened over here. I believe it's something to do with legal wranglings between Lionsgate and stuff like that. But from what we were told at Frightfest, this movie is due to come out this October. So look out for it, I guess, on disc. I mean, they didn't say anything about a cinema release, so I'm guessing it's going to be coming straight out on disc. So look out for it on disc around October time. Fantastic movie, one of the best Dracula movies I've ever seen. Really did enjoy it. So that's The Last Voyage of the Demeter. The last movie that I've got to recommend to you today is a movie called Charlotte. Now, this isn't particularly a horror film, but it does have some kind of creepy undertones, which is, I guess, why it was selected for Frightfest. I know that when it was introduced, they were saying, is this the kind of film that we should be showing at Frightfest? But because of those kind of creepy undertones, I think it found its way in, and I think they thought that we were the right audience to see it. It's directed and written by Georgia Conlon, and it stars Georgia herself in the lead role of Charlotte. And also it stars Dean Kilby as a character called Roy. Now, Roy lives in a remote house out in the middle of nowhere, and he's sitting on his own one night, and there's a knock at the door. I think it's raining outside. I can't remember. I haven't rewatched the movie since. But there's this young girl at the door, and she says, can I stay with you? Because I can't stay with my father. She implies that he's been abusing her or treating her bad and stuff like that, and she can't really stay in the house with him. Tells Roy that her mother is due back in 7 days' time, and if she can just stay in the house until her mother returns, that would be fantastic. So Roy is very cagey about the whole thing. He doesn't want the girl there. He says, how did you get here? Has anybody followed you here and knows that I live here or anything like that? She goes, no, I've just literally found your house while I was out walking. So he reluctantly agrees to take her in, give her some food, and let her stay the night. And she implies that she can't go back to her father again, so he says to her, you go to school as normal, you come back here in the evening, you can stay here just literally until your mother comes home, then you've got to go home, okay? and the girl agrees to that. So they kind of form a kind of an odd relationship between the pair of them. And however, as the story goes on, you find that there's little moments that begin to get very creepy. Roy begins to behave a little bit obsessive, a little bit strange, and things begin to unravel between the pair. Now, so I really don't want to say anything more than that. I think you should go and watch this movie. It's actually on Amazon Prime right now. We were really surprised. We left Frightfest and all of a sudden it's on Amazon Prime. Fantastic performances by Georgia Conlon and of course Dean Kilby as Roy. It's pretty much a two-hander. There are other characters that turn up to give kind of light and levity to the proceedings, but it pretty much is a story between these two characters, and you kind of follow them through the course of the film. Yeah, it can be a hard film to watch in places. It can, it can really get under your skin, but I do think that I recommend that you should go and see this movie, Charlotte, when it's on Amazon Prime right now. So if you've got Amazon Prime, give it a look. There you go, that are my recommendations for this year's Fright Fest. Like I say, I've done 25 years now. It's my last one as a festival pass holder. My reason for not doing it anymore is I think 25 is a nice number to leave on, isn't it? The 25th anniversary is a nice one to go out on. And my main reason is literally London is getting too expensive to stay in. So what I'll do in the future is I'll just pop back for occasional Fright Fest. I'm not completely done with it. I'll just pop back for occasional day passes or for, occasional films. But I won't be seeing the length of films I used to see. I won't be seeing like 25 films over the course of 5 days that I used to. However, if you've enjoyed looking at the footage of Fright Fest, give you an idea of the atmosphere, of what it's like to be there, being inside the cinema, seeing some of the celebrities turning up and being outside in the crowd and getting involved in the environment. And if you've enjoyed my recommendations, I do think, you should go and have a look at these films. If you've watched them after I've recommended them, please go down in the comments, let me know what you thought. Substance is out in a few weeks' time, so that'll probably be the first one you can get in. Charlotte, of course, is on Amazon Prime right now, so you can go and see that one as well. You know what to do. Please give the video a thumbs up. Just spreads awareness of the video. If you're brand new to my channel, subscribe. It doesn't cost a penny. If you've got a YouTube account, just subscribe button. Like I say, it doesn't cost you a penny. It just keeps you informed of when I'm doing new stuff. And hit the notification bell and you'll have an idea when I've done a brand new video. Thank you very much for watching this one. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon.